Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Yesterday we learned variations. We were doing direct variations. In direct variations, if one variable is increasing, other also increasing. If one is decreasing, other also decreasing. We had done some simple cases yesterday. Today we do some cases which are having some different wordings in the questions given. So we have to take care of the statement given in the question. Like I'm giving you two examples today, and I hope that you will try the questions from the worksheet which I will be uploading and the questions from the book. Now look at this question. What he says. He says that h is directly proportional to the square of p. This is very important statement. So it's the square of p. H is 5.4 when P is 1.44. Find a formula for H in terms of P. Find H when P is 2.89 and find P when H is 8.1. So first of all, we have to translate this statement into mathematics. H is directly proportional to P square of P to the square of P. So you write H is proportional to P square. Now you remove this sign of proportionality and write H equals to K times by P square. Now look at the given information for you. H is 5.4 and P is 1.44. So replace H by 1.44 and P by 1.44 square. Now solve it for K. So K equals to 5.4 over 1.44 square, which is 2.0736, which is equal to 125 over 48. I advise you that keep this as a fraction. Do not write the decimal, because in the decimal the rounding problems are there, and sometimes this rounding will affect the final answer. Always write round answer in the final step, never round in the middle. Now rewrite the statement. Find a formula for h in terms of p. So what is the formula we got? H equals to 125 over 48, which was the value of k, and then p square. We just replace the value of k in this step. Now look at the second part of the question. Find h when p is 2.89. So now what you need to do is just replace this 2.89 in place of p. So what we get here, h is 125 over 48 times 2.89 square. So equals to 21.8. Here I rounded the answer to three significant figures. Now look for the next part. He says that find P when H is 8.1. In this formula, replace H by 8.1. So you can see here 8.1 is 125 over 48 P square. So just take this 125 over 48 other side. So 8.1 divide by 125 over 48. You can cross multiply even, but this is better for you. It will not affect the answers. Equals to P square. So P square equals to this. I put in the calculator 8.1 divided by 125 over 48. So it gives me 1944 over 625. To remove the square, put the square root on the other side. So equals to 1.76. So this question, we find first the formula for h in terms of p, then we find h when p is 2.89, and then we find p when h is 8.1. Let's have a look in another example. In this example, he says that in the following table, y is directly proportional to the square root of x. So very important statement is square root of x. Copy and complete the table below. Now the table has given one value for both the variable when x is 36 and y is 54. So first we have to write the proportionality statement. The proportionality statement is y is proportional to square root of x. Now y equals to k times the root of x. We remove the proportionality sign and put k equals to k times by root x. Now replace the values given in the table. These two values are given in the table. So replace y with 54 and x with 36. Then root of 36 is 6. So k equals to 54 over 6, which is 9. Now what we have, y equals to 9 root x. This is the equation, we got it. We have to fill the table by using these values. So I'm doing only 2 for you, then last one you will try for yourself. Now y equals to, I'm taking this value of x, which is 144. So 9 times by root of 144. So which is 9 times 12 equals to 108. The root of 144 is 12. So 9 times by 12 is 108. The next I will find out this value of x when y is 45. So 45 you replace for y equals to 9 square root of x. So divide by 9. So it is root x equals to 45 over 9, which is equals to 5. Now we want the value of x, which is you have to square both sides. So x equals to 25. So thank you very much. Have a good day. Assalamu alaikum.